Okay, that's what you're here for and in trouble for, right?
Yes, but no.
Well, okay, let's start with this. First of all, as a condition of your bond, I am ordering you not to attempt to sell or go into any business and hold yourself out to work for the Department of Labor or anything. Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot. Good morning. You are Richard Bullery.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Bullery is charged in cause number 25 DCCR 1746 with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Miss Malfino and the state has filed a motion asking that I increase that bond, which is currently set at $20,000. Miss Malfino.
Judge, I spoke to Mr. Collier, the complainant in this case, and filed that motion to increase or modify as he chooses. Based on that conversation, he has some concerns that Mr. Bullery is contacting him or driving by places where he either resides or works, so on and so forth. So I've just asked if the court is not inclined to increase the bond at this time, if you will just admonish him about what a no contact order in your complaint.
I will. Do you have any witnesses?
Judge, I had asked him to be here this morning. He called very early. He had a medical emergency and needed to go to an appointment. They had called him in with some abnormal results and he needed to take care of that.
Mr. Let's see, is a GPS a condition of this bond at this time?
I don't think so, Judge.
So here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Bullery, based on the nature of the offense and what Ms. Malfino is relaying to me. I'm not going to increase the bond today without witnesses and things like that. However, I am going to modify the condition of your bond so that there's no issue, hopefully, with where you are, where you're not supposed to be and things like that. So I'm going to order as a condition of your bond that you will wear a GPS monitoring device. You will have 24 hours to get that device. You can talk to Mr. Lewis or your bondsman. They can let you know where to get that. You've got to have that on within 24 hours. You obviously have a no contact order already with
Byron Collier.
Byron Collier. And so you're not to be anywhere near, around, or communicate with or contact Mr. Collier. That includes going anywhere near his home and or where he works. Do you know where he works?
I mean, I was going to ask you that question. I just happened to go into the place passed by the place where he works. I did not even know he worked, and I seen the gentleman, and I kept on going.
So here's the thing. Now that you know where he works, you need to take a different path. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
So there's always more than one way to get somewhere. So what's the place of business?
It's still furniture.
There is a convenience store, the Chris Food Mart at 3090 Gulf Street, and he also has an antique shop. I don't know the address of that, but I can get it to Johnny's or whoever for the GPS when I'm able to speak with him again.
You know where the furniture store is?
Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I passed right around the corner from my house. I just happened to pass in front of it.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
obviously you cannot go to the Chris Food Mart on 3090 Gulf Street. Do you understand? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cannot go there. And you cannot, if there's another way out of your neighborhood or to get around that antique store or furniture store, you're not to go near that as well. Okay. And then, because what can happen is if for some reason he continues to feel like you're doing those things either on purpose, or to threaten or something like that, then we'll end up back in here with probably another motion. We'll have a whole hearing with witnesses and your bond could be raised for not following these court orders and these restrictions, and you could go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it is extremely important that you understand how serious it is not to have any type of contact, and that means just driving by. Okay. Okay. All right. Stay in touch. What?
Do you want to ask you a question?
Sure.
Yeah, he does not work at the Chris Food Mart. I said, Chris is telling me to come back and work. And what's the guy's name? Collier, Mr. Collier?
Uh-huh.
He does not work there.
He doesn't work there.
Well, man, and I really need a job to go back to. Mr. Christmas calling me to come back at the front one.
Okay. Let's do this. For now, I'm gonna have it, leave it the same. Will you please make sure of that? Get that information to Mr. Lewis. It's fine.
Right off the bat, this is risky territory. Selling your house while trying to represent yourself in court? That's a huge red flag. Judges usually don't like when defendants juggle major financial moves during an active case. It raises questions about intent and credibility. And representing yourself? That's almost always a bad idea, unless you really know the law.
Fine with me. If he's not working there and they want to hire you, that's fine. If he's working there, then you can't. But if he's not and just doing the furniture, I don't want him to also prevent Mr. Volry from being able to work. Okay, so make sure don't go do that until you talk to Mr. Lewis. Ms. Malfino will check on that today, get back with you, and then we'll go from there.
There's some, he was on the designation docket last week. So still looking for an attorney. He hasn't qualified.
Oh, okay. And yeah, make sure you try to get that taken care of also, which obviously that's why you need to get a job. Okay. Mr. Lewis is your court appointed attorney, but because you bonded out, I expect you again, just like I told you before, nothing's changed. You need to try to still hire a lawyer, and get a job and all of those things. Bring me that information in your next court date. Okay. But stay in touch with Mr. Lewis regarding, where the Chris Food Mart thing. Okay.
Please.
All right. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Good morning. Are you Kaylin Billups?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Phillips has a motion to revoke her probation and cause number 19-32315. And what is the announcement?
Again, Your Honor, we could proceed on the administrative violations. I would plead not true to any new offense.
So there's no agreement. You just want to go through the motion at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Phillips, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, put your hand in. Thank you, ma'am. And will she waive the formal reading of the motion?
She will.
Ms. Phillips, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation September 25th of 2019 for the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a family relationship, and that was a 10-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
It alleges you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of driving while intoxicated with an open container, November 24th of 2024. And is that true or not true?
Yes.
That's true? I need you to say true or not true. Thank you. Count 2 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 3 alleges that as of November 25th, 2024, you were $2,504.03 behind in your restitution to the victims. Is that true or not true? And then count 4 alleges that you're behind in your court assessed fees as of November 25th of 2024 in the amount of $6,756. Is that true or not true?
Yes.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to find counts 1 through 4, that you entered those pleas of true freely and voluntarily, find those counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do an updated report, and we'll come back and go through sentencing on that date. Obviously, anything that is important for me to know, make sure you get that information to Mr. Kimler. He'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Based on those pleas, do either of you anticipate witnesses?
Or perhaps some mitigation.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll just set it for a regular hearing then for sentencing. All right, you're free to go. Ma'am, can you come right up here? She needs a fingerprint. Good morning. Are you Keith John Davis? And Mr. Davis, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0096. You're charged with the first-degree felony offense of aggravated robbery from October 23rd of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I've been working on it, but it's a court appointment. So I
Right.
haven't heard anything.
So when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed attorney automatically, but if you make bond, then I expect you to at least try to hire your own lawyers.
So I'm working on it. I'm talking to Charles Roloff.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is reset your case for about 30 days or so. That'll give you some time to try to get someone hired. If you get someone hired before that next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the people you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. And if you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Daryl Albritton,
Yes, ma'am.
and Mr. Albritton, did you get someone hired?
Right, at the moment, I'm working on getting a new job, so they ain't paying me enough. You know, I got bills and I'm paying child support.
Where are you working?
It's, they
Wait.
ain't giving me no per diem. So, I'm, gonna go offshore, I'll be able to do it. I've been talking to people, so,
You've been coming here for a long time,
oh,
right?
well, I'm gonna have somebody this time, though. I'm talking to a guy named Darryl Ward.
Who'd you talk to this last time?
Ruthie, Whitney Jones, and Todd Ashley.
Speak up, please. I'm sorry.
Rudy, Whitney Jones, and Todd Ashley.
Where are those
They
located?
in Beaumont.
Not a single one of those are.
This is where things start slipping. The judge asks for proof, and suddenly the story gets shaky. No documents on hand, unclear timeline, vague answers. That's not how you build trust in a courtroom. Judges rely heavily on verifiable facts, not just claims.
Criminal defense attorneys here in Beaumont
But they attorney, they lawyer.
that handle criminal cases.
Yeah,
What'd they tell you that they would charge you?
well, you got 35 up front,
Who?
3,500. But some you know, they don't do payment plan, but I found out Darryl Ward, he do payment plans. I
Daryl
found out about-
Ward?
Yeah, I found out about him by dude named Thibodeau out there.
I don't know any of the names you're saying. I've been here for 30 years. So. So what are your hours? How about how many hours a week do you get?
Sometimes he getting like 40 hours a week, or
At how much an hour?
it's like 22. But you know, I got child support and I got all that.
Understand, but you've been, I'm looking back now and I don't know
Yes.
how we've let this go as long as we have. You've had plenty of time to save up. Even if you saved $20 a week, you could have been where you needed to be.
You know,
So you got to make this a priority.
yes, ma'am.
I need someone hired before the next court date. This is your final reset. I know you have bills and child support and things like that, but you got a good job, you've got to get some money and save it and get someone hired before that next court date. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Step in front of the clerk. Good morning. Are you Brissa De Hoyos? And Ms. De Hoyos, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am, but I did want to get a court appointed.
Okay. Did you talk to some lawyers like I asked you to?
Yes, and it's in my other phone. It just broke.
You didn't write it down or,
So it was in my notes in my other phone.
okay. Are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
I'm looking for a job right now.
Are you? Where are you looking?
I was gonna go back to fast food. I do hair though.
Okay, well, if you were gonna go back to fast food, when were you gonna do that?
As soon as I get hired,
Have you been making applications?
been to a couple of interviews.
But what?
I haven't been getting any calls back.
How old are you?
19.
I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely. You're gonna swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk and she'll give you that paperwork. Good morning, sir. You're John Gray.
Yes.
And Mr. Gray, this is, I'll say you've been here before. Did you get someone hired?
No, but I am selling my house. We're closing in 60 days. I already got a contract on it. Paperwork. That I can do self-representation.
Well, that's typically not advisable. Did you bring any paperwork to show that your house is under contract by
Not
chance?
in my phone. I've got the contract. Actually signed. It's signed. Day, when, too long ago, last week, I think. Um,
Are you working?
Yeah, I'm self-employed.
Doing what?
Self-employed.
Doing what?
State federal labor laws. Poster.
Okay. That's what you're here for and in trouble for, right?
Yes, but no.
Well, here, okay, let's start with this.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, as a condition of your bond, I am ordering you not to attempt to sell or go into any business and hold yourself out to work for the Department of Labor or anything. Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot sell any poster or anything that has to do with employment, labor law, anything like that to a business while you're on my bond. Do you understand?
Okay.
You need to go get a job working for someone.
Yeah.
Okay? And so that you can afford an attorney. If you can get one when you sell your house, great, but I'm resetting the case 30 days. When you come back, I want you to either have a job or show me where you have attempted to get a job, and filled out applications or whatever it is. And again, if you are caught continuing to sell or attempt to sell any type of poster or paraphernalia or anything at all, there's no loopholes in what I'm telling you. Cannot do what you've been doing. Do you understand? If you do, your bond will be raised for violating that court order and you'll be back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk for your reset.
We close 60 days on the.
You're getting a 30-day reset. I want you to do what I asked you to